This short clip is brought to you by GhostBed. You want to get laid, right? Well, she wants to be comfortable while you do it. She doesn't want the spring from your old busted mattress jabbing her in her ass. So up your bedroom game and do her on a GhostBed. The link is in the description. Your purchase helps support the show, and she's going to come back for mo. Win-win! Remember, use the link in the description. Now, you graduated from Temple University.
Sure did.
You have a degree in broadcasting, communications, and mass media with a minor in business. And
Correct.
and I saw you on the Breakfast Club interview, and you said that you learned more in business though than you did in business school.
Absolutely.
So when I was a kid, I had it beaten into me from my parents that I'll never be anything in life unless you at least have a bachelor's degree. So I was like a robot. I was like, I have to get a bachelor's degree. This is what I have to do. I ended up going to college and getting my degrees. But after getting into the career that I ended up getting into, I noticed that there was plenty of people making it, being just as successful without the degrees. And so I don't teach my kids that. I don't teach my kids that you have to go to college. I say, it depends on what career you want to go into, right? Like if you want to be a doctor, you have to do it. But otherwise, there's other ways to be successful. Do you recommend college to young kids?
No.
Okay.
Why? Here's the thing, right? We got, how we talk about big pharma or big tobacco. Nobody wants to talk about big college.
Right.
Right. So we're the only Western superpower that is gouging our financial future with tuition fees. Right. The most debilitating thing in this country is not, racial issues. It's debt to income ratio. Unfortunately for me as a Black man growing up in a society that tells Black people the only way you can be successful is to go out here and get education, because for 500 years they said that you couldn't read. Mm-hmm. So now you're going into a situation where the books are paid for, the school is paid for, the professors are paid for, hell, even the daggone cafeteria is paid for, but they're charging you so much for the seat. And then they'll give you a loan for that, but they won't give you a loan for the business that you would want to start. So you're going to give a 17-year-old an immeasurable amount of money to get something where only 27% of all graduates, regardless of major, are actually working in the thing that they majored in. Mm-hmm. That means 72% have not, which means the college education system is failing. So why is it that we know that the college education system is failing, but every year that tuition cost goes up, right? The other part of that is this. My oldest daughter said, I want to go to college. I'm like, all right, that's a choice. I don't think you have to, but she wanted the experience. I'm not going to stand in your way. Mm-hmm. I went to college because that was the thing my mom wanted. Okay, cool. No problem. I'm 17. What I'm going to do, right? The thing for me, though, is there's a kid named Ryan. And Ryan is like 8 years old. And Ryan made $26 million last year reviewing toys. He's 8. Mm-hmm. $26 million. He doesn't manufacture a damn thing. He just reviews toys. Yeah. So if an 8-year-old kid can make damn near $30 million a year on YouTube, you're going to have to justify to me why we're sending a bunch of kids who aren't built for school, who hate school, who you tell in one voice as a parent, be exactly who you want to be, but in the next voice, you're sending them to a place that's telling them to be like everybody else. Kids come home with anxiety talking about, oh, I don't know how to fit in, because we want everybody to fit in. Mm-hmm. There's the whole system is horrible. And then there's no guarantee of anything. That's literally like you putting up $200,000, right? Mm-hmm. You go into your family and saying, hey, we're going to buy this house. Now, there's a 27% chance that the house will be absolutely wonderful. Nothing wrong with it, this, that, and the third. And then there's a 73% chance that this thing will sink into the ground. Mm-hmm. I don't know about your wife, but my wife would be like, Negro, please. But we suspend disbelief when it comes to college. And again, doctor, lawyer, architect, engineer, marine biologist, knock yourself out. Mm-hmm. If it's what you want to do, knock yourself out. But realize that when you get out, that debt is going to hurt you. That debt to income ratio is going to impact you. And every last one of my friends who were like doctors, lawyers, attorneys, architects, all that type of good stuff. Do you know what happened their first 10 years after graduation?
What's that?
They were broke as hell. You want to know why? Because they had to pay back hundreds of thousands in student loans.
Yeah.
So, no. And here's the kicker, right? We live in a country where right now I could take $100,000 and buy a medical office. I'm not a doctor, don't play one on TV, have no desire to play one. But if I own a medical office, I'm getting paid. No student loans. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
What's up, brother? If you like this clip, go back and listen to the full episode. I guarantee you'll love it. Visit my channel. If you haven't done so already, subscribe now. If you prefer to listen to longer episodes in audio format, the podcast is available on all major podcast platforms.